Hello there guys, how's it going? This is Matt Tomato right here, hope you're well, and welcome back to the Hell Zone. That is the maximum security female prison in Prison Architect. So, we are playing with the maximum security prison. This is going to be nuts, as we predict quite a lot of violence, we predict quite a lot of trouble, and yeah, we think that things are going to go to pot in this particular prison. We're not sure though. There were quite a lot of uploads yesterday. Today's Wednesday, and yesterday I uploaded quite a lot of Prison Architect. I just felt like doing a bit more of a session yesterday. Obviously, where it was Travel Tuesday, I've been working quite hard on the Airport City video. Your cell is a mess, girl. Man, what have you been doing? Yeah, where I was working on making the Airport City video and things like that, and then once I'd done that, I thought, you know what? I could do with maybe just sitting here and doing some Prison Architect and having a good laugh. So, I wanted to start up that maximum security prison in a certain way as well, and I didn't want to kind of forget how we were doing it. So we've got a bit of a balance here between normal risk and high risk prisoners. Do we even know your name? No, we don't even know what your name is. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe your name is nobody. I don't know. But, right, so we have the metal detectors in play here. We have quite a few guards in there. A lot of these guards are literally just kicking around, but we need those guards to be kicking around. That's the point. We need people to be just standing around. But what we do need is more prisoners. And what we do need to do for that is to build some foundations. So we're going to possibly attempt to maybe mirror. If not, we'll just put in. We'll just put this in. Right, let's see. I'm trying to work this out here. So let's do that, and then extend it by one there. Right. So objects. Yeah. See, do I want to mirror this? It might be useful. I think it might be useful to actually mirror that. So, okay, so you can go 2, 4, there. Okay, right. 4 tiles from the edge. Right. Okay. Yeah. I was just doing a little bit of math there. I'm trying to work out where the hell everything went. There's also quite a lot of trees here, so that means there's going to be quite a lot of export coming in from this, which is nice. And I'm going to preemptively build another capacitor as well, whilst we have the cash kicking around. Right. We can actually take another grant here. Don't really want to pick up the investment just yet. Let's pick up the government rating here. We want to get the dogs and things like that. How are we doing with the taser? Alright, okay. So I'm going to pick up taser rollout. We're going to go for that straight away. And we're going to invest up front in a lot of tasers here. I think that's what we're going to want to do. Although I can't remember where the guard taser certification actually takes place. Chief in a classroom. Oh, nuts. Right, okay. Well, we'll pick up the taser rollout anyway, so that we have it available. But we're going to want to build this classroom down here pretty soon. I'm also thinking I should maybe deploy a guard in there, at the very least. We'll get a security up somewhere at some point, and we'll start getting some CCTV as well. That's going to be quite important. For the moment, we're okay just working with the regular guards. Yeah, we have guard patrols in there as well. Good. So we have 4 guards assigned to a cell block. Right, that's done there. Excellent. And then the whole thing is now complete. Super duper! Okay, so we'll lock that open, because we can. This is outside the prison here at the moment, so there's no way any prisoner's going to get in here. So we're going to go utilities, and I guess we're just going to go with a similar sort of thing here where we run the cable up this way, and then we'll go large pipe. Now this is a potential, for the moment anyway, there's the potential to dig out of here. which might not be so good, but what can you do? Okay, how far up did we take that? We took it to here, right? Fair enough. Okay, let's do that for the moment then, and let's get that get the utilities started in there. And we're going to try and attempt to mirror what's going on in here. Try to, anyway. Might do a little bit of cloning, but for the majority, we might have to mess around with the tools and things like that to get that to work properly. Also, yeah, it's going to be solitary down here, but the prisoner who perhaps is in the bottom cell down here might, if you disturb the warden, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, imagine tunneling out of here, though, and then digging up, and then, like, just appearing from this tunnel and killing the warden. Like, hello! Don't mind me! That'd actually be quite something. Right, yes, I'm going to try and build up this wall here as well, and then what I'll probably do is knock through here somewhere. Knock a couple of those down. What we could do, actually, is... At the moment they're running around the outside, which is okay, because the deliveries is here, so that probably is actually a quicker route to go around the outside, as opposed to trying to make your way through all these doors. It's probably actually better to go that way. So we won't cut them off or anything like that. We'll let the workmen go about their business. Oh, you guys are heading over to the staff room. Yeah, so it's a hell of a long walk to get around there. That is true. But eventually, what we're going to do is we're going to put a wall in here, and then we'll open this up, and then they can walk this way, which would be nice. But at the moment, they've got quite a long way to go to get to that staff room, which is, yeah, not ideal, but it's okay. Especially when you're exhausted already and you're walking around there. God. Yeah, so you're knackered, you're knackered, you're knackered. Right, we have 12 staff members exhausted, but that's because the staff room is so far away at the moment. They can't get to that staff room quick enough. It's a bit annoying for them. Right, so we're slowly working on this pipe work here. Just wondering whether maybe we want to hire a couple more workmen here. I think it's about time. Yeah, I think it's time to hire some more workmen, because we're now getting to the point where we have to walk further to get to buildings here. Now the question is, are we going to expand north, south, east or west here? We don't know. Usually we've expanded west, although in the minimum security prison I think we expanded north and south, I seem to remember. So, let's see. Right, eating time. Come on, open this door. God damn it, they're all getting a bit cranky there as well. It's not good. Whilst they're all away eating, toilet search. You can never be too certain. Let's search these toilets, make sure that there is no digging going on, because you never know. Alright, we're finding some cell phones though. Obviously it is eat time, so if anyone gets caught they're going to go into solitary and then probably not going to be able to eat, and it might make them a bit cranky, but what can you do? Whilst we're waiting for that to build up a little bit more, let's have a little look here and see whether we got any... Okay, doesn't look like we have any snitches at the moment. Might have to prepare for that though. Obviously where protected custody will come into play and things like that. How are we doing here? Okay, right. What? Oh, right, okay. That's all built. Excellent, okay, good. Okay, a bit of extra export cash, that's usually really good as well. Okay, work free time. This is not enough phones. Let's go ahead and install a couple more phone booths here. That is not nearly enough at the moment. This yard is a bit cramped at the moment, but then obviously we're going to open it out and build another bit here, so that's going to be helpful. That isn't enough at the moment. So we'll work on that, don't worry. Okay, these guys have done a pretty good job. This pipe is nearly done here. Who's the worker in charge of that? That is him. Fantastic. Okay, these workmen are doing a good job so far. Just going to get rid of the little tile that's there. The tiles that remain in the doorways and things like that from the planning. Okay, so still work free time. Leah Gall. I was going to say, you looked a little bit older. Who else we got here? Camilla Smith. Okay, Ella Lawrence. You look a little bit stronger. Armed robbery and robbery. No, we don't know. You're actually kind of well-behaved prisoner, which is good to see. Right, now one problem is half of the pipes and stuff like that are all out here, so they're having to walk all the way around to get in, which is a bit daft. What can you do? Okay, I'm going to hit the pause button here, and I'm going to start doing some cloning. So I think the first thing we're going to do is clone the shower. The only problem with that is where the drain is concerned. Yeah, actually, just do that for the moment. No, not like that. And I guess what I could do is something a little bit like this, and then we can sort out the walls on the front later on. So yeah, again, see that isn't right. No, what I actually want to do is clone that. I think. Yeah, because the wall's going to run. Oh, hang on a minute! I buggered up on that pipe. Well, crap! It's going to make it easier to dig out of there. Then I've actually buggered up on that pipe. That is the wrong side. I don't want to make it that easy to dig out. That's really frustrating that I've done that. Right, dismantle all of this. And that. And go utilities, don't build those. That pipe's on the wrong side. Okay, right. So I need to sort that out. I think I missed. There we go. I missed one there. Okay, let's get rid of that and let's sort that out. Right. Back to the cloning then, because the wall runs along there and then the pipe work goes there. Right. So this middle bit is going to be rather the same. So we can definitely do this. That's pretty much going to be exactly the same here. Really, I can't. So that's going to be there like that, and then obviously the solitary at the bottom here. Okay, and then I need to clone this and tuck it in there, and then pick up this and do that. No, because otherwise I'll get rid of the no, I can't do that. I'll have to do this at the moment. So I need a wall that goes there. Okay, that's fine. And then do that. Okay, that fits. I think I've got that right. And then we need to build in. So materials. We'll get rid of the doors. Okay, so I think it's going to be easier for the other block, obviously, because we can clone this block and go south. I'm going to go rooms, and I'm going to disassign everything there at the moment, and then go materials. And do that. And I'll wait until those pipes have been disassembled. I think that looks okay though. Right. Bam. Let's go. Let's see how that goes. See how we get on there then. Right. So we put in some more phone booths over here, so that's good. So yeah, it's starting to get a little bit crammed and stuff like that. Tempted to maybe not build this piece of wall here. I don't know. Maybe just extend the yard to be a full yard. Like eventually, like knock this wall through, not build that piece of wall. I think I'm quite tempted to do that because otherwise it's just going to cause people to shove into narrow spaces, and we don't want to do that in MaxSec. So I don't think we'll build that, and this yard will just carry on and become a really big yard. We'll put something in the middle here. I don't know. hell knows what we'll put there, but maybe some sort of seating, like common area or something, where you can all sit in a circle and have a chat. I don't know. I ain't got a clue, but we'll do something like that. Okay, work free time. Yeah, because we kick them out into the yard for a while, and then... okay, so how are we doing? We still have 10 people interested in kitchen safety, but they're not doing it. We don't have any deployment issues with that, do we? No. Full shared space. Quite interesting. Okay. Yeah, 3 parent capacity. Yeah, we are at capacity. Yeah. Moment. Right. Yeah, because I eventually want to make this into max sec. Interesting. Security. Yeah, because there's one max secker in the normal sec area over here. This girl here, London Dummer. Okay. Right. Why are you guys just sat here? Are you like waiting to eat or something, or are you chatting and getting on? You look quite violent. Sentence for false imprisonment. Okay. Okay, you passed the kitchen safety though. That's good. Kudos for that. Interesting. Okay. Keep an eye on some of these prisoners, see how we're getting on. Right, we're still dismantling. Right, that is all queued. Yeah, we've not missed any pipeline there, that's okay. Alright, that is potentially quite easy to dig out of at the moment. Okay, slowly taking that apart, which is good. And obviously we're going to want to run that pipe along here instead. Right. Because that'd be very easy to tunnel out. I mean, I can't make it. Like, I'm pretty sure that the maximum security is not going to be as susceptible to tunneling. You know, they're going to be more interested in violence. But I feel that you still don't want to give them the opportunity. So we'll see. But so far, nothing really terrible has happened. Touch wood. We still have some solitary that is not being used either. We're not actually assigned that as solitary yet, so that's helpful. We have a lot of solitary in this prison. Feeling we're going to need it though. Okay, we still have 6 prisoners up for parole. Just thinking about maybe possibly adding in another parole hearing of some sorts. Like maybe putting in a really early one and seeing whether we can add one in. So like if we put one in from 5 till 8, that's a very early parole hearing, but just looking at the regime here, eat is at 9 AM, so I reckon that'll be a good idea. So you go for your parole hearing. If you don't pass it, then you can go and eat. If you pass it, then obviously you're out. So I think that'll be a better job, or at least better. Right, have we... Yes, we've dismantled all of that pipeline now. So let's run that in there along the... That's better. That's much better. Okay, down the centre. Right, so we'll do that. Right, we've spent most of the money on this now, so this money is just kicking around, quite literally. So we're just sort of waiting for these workmen to build this stuff, and we'll probably wall up here and here, and then we'll extend this yard before we actually open that up to new prisoners. Visitation's going okay. Have we got one family waiting to visit? So this visitation is going to last quite a while, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be pretty good, I'm reckoning. Thinking about maybe chucking in a couple of lights around here, though. Because this is a bit dark. Shoving a couple of lights there just to be able to see that door, because that is quite dark over there, and it's like, well, I'd like to be able to know if that door's open or if anyone's going in and out of there. Nobody should be, but you can never be too safe in a maximum security prison. Okay, these guys are doing a pretty good job actually. We're just waiting for this large pipe to go in, and then I'll start putting in some of the smaller pipes here. I've spotted a problem. That's the wrong way round. Dismantle the toilet. That's too close to the edge. That's the wrong way. I don't like that. I would rather put it here. These toilets are okay. That one's fine, because it's obviously quite hard to get out of there, but I think I would rather put the toilet on this side and the bed on that side, actually. They're not queued in, really. Did I mess up somewhere along there? I'm not sure. Okay, let's do that. So take those apart and move those to there and put the bed against the wall at the back here. And I'm assuming that's... yeah, that's been done now. So let's go materials. Let's see. To there. No, not like that. Like that. That's what I want. And then we want Webby Drain. There it is. There we go. So it's more or less a mirror. More or less. Anyway, there's a couple of slightly different things here. So objects, we want toilets. And I want to put that up against the wall here. I think that'll be better. And then we also need beds in there. I don't know why it didn't put the beds in. Maybe there was a problem. It hasn't put it in over here either. Ah, see, that's the problem. That toilet is actually in the wrong place. Dismantle. Yeah, that was the problem that I noticed. The toilet was in the wrong place, and the bed would have had to be switched around in a different orientation. And I was like, it's a bit odd. But yeah, most of this is installed now, though, which is nice. We just need to wait and put in a whole pile of pipes. But I need to dismantle that toilet there. Right, so we need to go water pipes. Here come the drains. Right, this just needs to be one massive water pipe that goes along there. Alright, we'll do that there, and then we'll... see, what we did over here was the expensive option. Yeah, sure, we got the money, who cares? Let's do it a little bit like this. Also increases the water pressure to the showers as well, as opposed to having them... can you go in there, yes or no? Yes, right. And I want a bed there. See, at some point we could take a risk and go with the dormitory. We could try to do that. It could be fun, actually. That could be really fun, trying to get a dormitory going. Right, have any of these normal Seckers out of here yet? Doesn't look like it. We have 3 parole hearings a day. Nobody's passed, though. 3 have finished and no one's passed. No one's been released on parole. That's so annoying. I guess with max Seckers, though, it's a lot harder. And again, mostly normal Seckers are actually taking parole here. So, what's going on? What's going on over here? There's a fight. There is a fight. What happened? What did you do? Escape attempt? Really? How on earth could you possibly try and escape? Attack staff. What did you do? Escape attempt. Did you try and bust out of here or something? You must have tried busting out of this way. Yeah, you must have tried busting out. Okay. Well, that sucks to be you then, because you're going to go into solitary after you've been treated, obviously, at the infirmary. But yeah, there was a bit of a fight there. You decided to try and break out. Yeah, see, this is the problem. These doors are very. We'll have to put in another layer of doors there, definitely. And we may even consider trying to go for the rogue gate in this particular prison. Right, these cells are actually ready, so we can put jail doors on these now. So let's do that. Put those on there. These ones are ready as well. You're okay. That one still requires a bed. Still, we got that's got some boxes in, and we'll hold back on that one. Oh, the box is done. There we go. Excellent. That's all connected up. Super. And then we're going to get some solitary doors on these ones. There we go. And then jail door that up. Super. Okay, so these cells are technically ready, but I would like to get this yard fit up and running first before we do take on some prisoners here. Oh, I opened that up for him, and yet he didn't go in there. Okay. So what I can do is actually assign these to be solitary. Definitely do that. It's going to be okay. So you're knackered. Okay. Are you waiting to go in here? Yeah. There must obviously be some stuff kicking around. No. That's a bit interesting. Okay, right. So let's go materials. Let's brick wall this up. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open this up here. So we may have a small sort of wall that's in the middle here, but then... Yeah, then again, maybe I'll just open it all up. Just make it one massive yard. Would make a bit more sense, wouldn't it? Just make it one big yard. I think it'd make more sense anyway. Yeah, let's just open it up. Screw it. You better. And we also want to build this wall. That's important. Right, so we're going to demolish some walls in just a second. We'll wait for the gaps to be plugged here. There's one more gap that needs to be plugged. There we go, right. So now I'm going to destroy that. So we can take that apart. There we go, excellent. So now we can actually walk in here. So at this point then, because this is technically boarded in now, we can assign this to be cells, and we can take on some more prisoners. So... cells, cell, cell. There we go. We've completed our cell block B as well, which is great. And I need shower. There we go. That's fine. Okay, excellent. And obviously it's going to be shared capacity at the moment, but no. We will make it maximum sec. But eventually what we'll do is we'll just open it into shared capacity, because obviously we're just going to have max seckers pretty soon. There we go, we have 16 more maximum security prisoners. So I'm going to want to, before we... Is that going to fix itself, or are you going to be a pain in the arse? Deploy 2 guards. And then have 2 guard patrols doing that. Okay, so we can now... close that, and indeed that. Right, so we have the guards in there, it's all ready, it's all up and running, good. So now we can go into planning. I'm going to get rid of this horrendous thing here. And then we're going to go rooms, and we're going to go yard, and we're just going to extend this pretty much to here. There we go. Early release prisoner! Fantastic, we had a parole accepted. Super, okay. I'm actually just going to randomly put in a couple of doors here. I think it might be good just to actually enclose that area, just in case anything happens and it suddenly gets disassigned as a yard. Okay, so we can therefore install some more stuff. Like that, and then we'll have some weight benches over there. We'll have a couple of sofas. Those one tile apart, didn't I? Like that, and then a couple of televisions. Like that. We're obviously going to want to bring the power across here. Let's just bring it out of this cell block and do that. And at some point, we're definitely going to have a dog walking across the top here. That is definitely going to be a thing. And then in this center area here, I don't really know what to do. Like we could have like a seating area of some sort. I don't know. Like we could just have some seats or something like that, so you can have a chat to people and whatnot. That seems like a good idea to me. So if we do that, That'll be pretty good. So we'll extend the yard, make it more spacious, make it bigger, and who knows, we could do something else. Someone's found some drugs. That's one of the medium security prisoners, and yes. So once again, I think we're going to do a toilet search here. We'll have to do a shakedown at some point. I think that'll be good. Right, we can take a new grant as well. We go for cell block C. The capacity to 100. Yeah, I'll pick that up. It'll be good, because we're sort of halfway there already, and then we're going to be building this cell block here. Okay, a lot of people in solitary over this way. What have you been doing? Okay, so 17 max seckers on the way. And obviously we're going to slowly clear out the number of normal security here. So we have 14 normal security. We had 15 before, so we're getting there. Now the other problem, of course, is that all these guys are going to be cramming into this canteen over here. So what I think we'll do is we will increase the capacity over here, but eventually what we're going to do is we're going to build the other canteen up. And then we'll sort of sort out the logistics of where prisoners can go. So we'll put those in. That'll be okay. That'll probably be the last last tables and things we'll put in there. Nursery is... I would like to build a separate nursery at some point, because I would like to actually use that space to put a couple of extra tables in. I think that'd be a really good idea. So we can't do that at the moment. What I am going to do though is I'm going to build up this block over here and get this classroom going. Could make this like an interior walkway, this bit over here. Let's just build a foundation that does that. And we'll go objects, and we'll have a couple of doors there. And this is going to be the classroom, so we'll build 2 doors there. And then this is going to be another parole room, should we need one. So I'll put a door in there as well. And we can start up with the guard tasers. I think we need to get that going pretty soon. But also we might want to introduce the Foundation Education Program. I think there's quite a few prisoners that might be interested in that. Let's get an analogy and see whether there are prisoners interested in that. Oh, we've not unlocked education yet. That is true. Gimme! We could pick up body armor as well. That might be something that we might want to pick up at some point. I'm actually going to pick up land expansion now, and yes, I will pick up body armor. We'll pick those 2 up, just in case of any trouble. Okay, that was done reasonably quickly. That's good. Power situation's not too bad. But the advantage of this is we can just run that all the way along there. Although, saying that, hang on. We might want to run it across the top here, because there is actually going to be a corridor here. So that's the only downside about having an interior corridor there. Right, so materials. We're going to want to brick wall that and that. Feeling like I want to do 2 episodes of Prison Architect today. I think I might record another part as well. And we'll upload 2 today. I think that's going to be a good idea. I'm well into this at the moment. This is looking good. I'm just excited to be doing max sec. It's brilliant. I love maximum security. It's a lot tougher, but it's fun. It's so fun. Really? Oh, what are you complaining about? Hygiene. Oh dear. Though you've been in solitary for quite a while though, so you're whinging. There's actually no lights over here, which is not brilliant. It's pretty bad actually. So I'll put in some lights over there. You're whinging about hygiene. Well, if you hadn't have been a stupid idiot and gone into solitary, then yeah, because you're trying to escape, you attack the staff. You're basically just an idiot. You're only 19, so maybe you're a little bit... gone to get food, arrested for cleaning out the cashier. Oh dear. 66 years you've been sentenced to at 19. Your life is going to be in this prison. It's as simple as that. That is your life. Done. You have no life at that point. At 19, you're not going to be getting out until you're 85. God. Okay, these lights are in now. That's good. So now we can see a little bit more. Because I noticed that guard is using a flashlight. What the hell? Right. Probably what we'll do in the next part is we'll build this bit here, and we'll get that going. Or we could just build up the cell block. We could just do that. We might have to build that canteen first, though, to be honest. I'm feeling that that's probably going to be a good idea. So what we can do then is we can assign these to be rooms. So I'm looking for parole. There it is. So let's get parole. There's a Max Secker sitting parole there. That's fantastic. And then I want classroom. We haven't unlocked education yet. Okay, that is true. Right, get rid of these stupid things here. And objects, I want a visitor table to go there. And I'm obviously going to deploy a gun. Actually, we've only got 7 prisoners up for parole. Yeah, we will get a second parole going. That's going to be a good idea. We're going to want CCTV in here as well. Oh, that's Leah Gall. She's up for parole. That was the one that looked pretty rough. Okay, prisoner intake. Super. So all of a sudden we have a hell of a lot more prisoners, and of course for that we're going to need a hell of a lot more guards. Let's go up to... We've got to 35 guards here. And obviously they've got body armour now as well, so it's going to be good. Right, have we sorted out education yet? No, we've got another 4 hours. Okay. And we're willing to get a kennel and stuff like that. We've got to get all the security in kennels. We probably might use these 2 bits over here to do that. We would definitely want to get that going. It's going to be excellent. Because the dog patrol on the top here, and probably down the centre here as well, is going to be so good. That's one of the really good things about this layout here. We can get about 3 dog patrols would cover the entirety of all those cell blocks, which is super and is going to save us money. So, look at all these maximum security. Bloody hell. You brought in a baton. Well, that's a bit silly. Early release prisoner. Did she... Looks like Leah Gall actually successfully passed parole. Kudos. Well done. Okay. Add in another parole hearing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these to be at the same times there. So no more early paroles just for the moment. So I'm going to do that. And I'll see whether... we can do, yes, we haven't unlocked classroom just yet. No. Yeah, but this is going to be an interior walkway along the back here, so that's going to be a bit different to this over this way. Okay, these 2 look like they're arriving for parole. You're going for a poo? Really? Alright, okay, I thought you were maybe arriving for parole. Yeah, there's Olivia Pratt. She's actually got money because I think she passed the kitchen safety and hygiene. You want family. Okay. Oh, that's the one who was complaining about just about everything. You might actually start a fight here. I hope you don't. I really hope you don't, anyway. Okay, there's quite a few people interested in alcoholics group therapy as well. That's nice. We'll restart the drug addiction as well. We'll get that started and we'll put that there at 1 PM. I think we'll start that up. And because there's a couple of people that are interested in that again, so let's go with that. Right, have I completed? Yes, education has been approved now. So let's go rooms, Webby Classroom. There it is. Excellent. And obviously we want school desks and stuff like that. So we'll go this way, I think. We'll put a chair in over there. And then we're going to want to put in school desks. Put them quite far apart. Actually, start at the back. There we go, that's better. Sure, let's go with that. That'll do. Plenty of desks and things like that there, so that's good. Actually, let's get rid of these 2. I'm not too much of a fan of having... and just because we're nice... I was going to grab a... Oh, let's put a bin in this place, certainly. I was actually just going to grab a drinks machine. And put one of those in, just because. So how did the power... Yeah, that's great. Okay. Right, so I'm going to end this episode right here. So that's for now. Join me later on. I'm going to be uploading a second episode of Prison Architect today, so join me later on for that. And be sure to subscribe to follow the series as well. So that's it for now, guys. See you later, and join me next time for more from myself, Matt the Tomato, and our playthrough with the maximum security female prison in Prison Architect. See you later, guys.